Come on, everybody, let's start the show. A quick ahoy hoy and away we'll go. Richard's got a minifig and Flynn's got a pin. The gang's all here and it's time to begin. Tricky Bricks roll call. Moto, Holly, Kara, and sometimes Blair, Clicky, Logan, Ms. Thing and Angela, and Thunderman Ho! Now you're here to grab your bricks and let's go to the Tricky Bricks Build and Check Show!
Ahoy, hoy, everyone.
How's it going?
You know, I never noticed before in the lower right hand of that last frame, it's like a concatenation of clickies.
Yes.
I've been looking always at the other frames.
So many things. Golly, we've got a big show today. Big show.
It is big.
Now, I know that you are not going to be able to be here the whole time.
It's true. I can barely be here, but we have a special feature, and I will catch up with the slideshow later because I super want to see what you all built. But there's a special feature this morning that I just had to carve out.
You had to be around here for, right? Exactly. So actually, I have a couple of guest hosts today, which I'm very excited about. First is someone that we've had on many times and is the person responsible for our amazing animations, our Logan Cookie Time, our Mail Time, our opening animation.
I dare say she's part of our regular cast of irregulars.
Absolutely. Everybody, please welcome to the stream, Llano.
Hi, Llano.
Hi.
How's it going?
Pretty good.
Very good. Good to see you this morning. Love your background. I love that purple wall.
Thank you.
Oh, and I like your logo.
A bit more organized.
Above and to the left of you. That's gorgeous.
Wow. The thin font for block looks great.
Yeah. Now, is that Lego or did you make that? Is that something else?
Yeah, that's all Lego.
Oh, wow. Oh, that looks beautiful.
Whoa.
Oh, it's even like a whole thing on its own. Here, I'm going to give you the big screen for this one.
Yeah, it's freestanding. It's just got some supports and dots.
Wow.
I'm imagining that with all kinds of animated sparkles coming off of it.
That is so great. Yeah, and I love that font for block is just so good.
Thank you. Yeah, one of the troll sets had all of these curved lavender pieces. I was like, oh, okay.
Gorgeous. All right.
Monica Berry with purple hearts, lavender hearts.
Exactly. So we also have another guest today who we're very excited to come on, a first-time guest and a person following in Llano's footsteps of animations. Please, everybody, welcome to the stream, Bubs and Lava Bat.
Hi everyone.
Hi, Bubs.
Hi, Flynn Richard.
So glad you're able to come and join us today, and for such a fun reason. So, you have been working on an animation. Now, I know you've done animations in the past, but this is a sort of special one to the Tricky Bricks, Tricky Lug family, I think.
Yes, it is.
Yes, it is. How long have you been working on this?
Well, I would say that I'm a pretty fast animator. So it took me it didn't really take me a whole lot of time, but it still took a while, at least, maybe a few weeks or so.
Right, but you did everything. You wrote the script, and I know Llano helped you out with some parts of it too, right?
Did you hear what just happened there?
What's that?
This is the dedication of animators. Oh, not a very long time, just a few weeks.
Right. Exactly. Oops. So real quick, I just want to let's say hi to everybody who's here, but I need to get the list up real quick. Actually, before we do that, why don't we share pins? Because I think it's pin time. We have some extra special pins. Llano, you want to go first?
Sure.
All right.
I'm very in theme today. I'm finally some green screen action. Finally bringing my Sid Phillips from Toy Story pin, which is cool.
That is an awesome one.
The hand and
Wow.
magnifying glass are 3D. So
I've never
wearing my
seen
Sid
that one.
shirt.
I've never seen that one before. That's so cool.
I love that you're coordinated with your pin.
That's how my mind works. It's like, what should I wear today? Oh, what pin am I doing? Oh, I guess I'll wear the shirt that matches the pin.
Oh, right on. Let's see. I'm still getting to the thing here. So why don't we show ours, and then Bubs, you can go after us, okay?
Oh, right.
Okay,
go
so
ahead. Now-
I'm showing Flynn told me his name. I just think he's cool. He's from Country Bear Jamboree, and then
Henry.
And then maybe is he part of Splash Mountain now?
No.
Just Country Bear Jamboree.
Just Country Bear Jamboree. Just the Country Bear Jamboree. Do you want to go and I can try and... Sorry, I'm doing like 6 things at once because I got to do Clicky's job. But
I know he's on coffee break right now. You want me to hold up your pin?
I've got...
Wow,
here.
you need another hand.
I do need at least 6 other hands.
Oh, it's the Florida Orange Bird.
It's the Florida Orange Bird doing like full Tinkerbell moves with the Walt Disney World symbol here. Now, both of these pins came from Paint Pusher and Minifig Chick as part of their D23, which is kind of like this special Disney club that they belong to. And I don't know if you can tell from the ones we usually show, but they are beautiful.
Yeah, really
beautifully
enamel pins.
Yeah, really nicely done. A much higher quality than the ones from the park, which are also nice, but these are like pretty
fancy.
Epic.
Yep.
Fancy epic. Okay, Bubs, are you ready to show us your pin?
Yes, I am. So my pin here is this dinosaur wearing heels. It's called Tyrannosaur Yas from a non-binary Etsy shop owner called the Happy Chapo.
Oh, that's
That is
awesome. That's awesome. Very, very cool.
Just think, so millions of years in the future, paleontologists will find tiny, tiny little heel prints from dinosaurs.
I am all about Tyrannosaurus Yas. Too funny. Too good. All right.
Thanks for sharing your pin.
Thank you for sharing that. And I'm almost at the point where we can say hello to people. I just got a couple 50 more buttons to click, and then we'll be there.
We should call you Clicky because you click so many buttons.
Oh my goodness!
Online.
Do I ever?
Well, Llano, while we're waiting for technology here, can you tell me what are you excited about today? Uh-oh, you're muted.
You're muted.
Well, we know one thing you're excited about, and we'll see that in a minute. But I bet you have other things going on because you always do.
I mean, I'm mostly just excited to be here today. I'm excited. I mean, my studio is not completely done, but I've been working on getting this into a better space. So I was excited to like have an on-screen reveal today of what's behind the curtain.
It looks beautiful. And a big happy birthday to Minifig Nick, who's here on his 52nd birthday. Awesome. Happy birthday, Minifig Nick.
Happy birthday, Minifig.
One of my oldest internet Lego friends.
And then, Bubs, what can you tell us about the figures in your logo there?
Okay, so at the top there is my sig fig right there. And then the bottom is Lava Bat, who is, if you didn't know, there's a little joke that I have about Lava Bat, where I say that even though he does look like Batman, we say, not a ripoff. That's what I like to say.
So what we're seeing there is literally Bubs and Lava Bat.
Yes.
Very cool. All right. Well, I think we are at the place where we can say hello to everybody who's here. We've got Abby the Brick Squirrel is here. Aqua Mike TV. Beta Brick. Brickanista is here. Bubs and Lava Bat in the chat and on screen at the same time.
Cowboy Cornado is here.
Cowboy Cornado, hey. Delicious Foods, Gorgonzola, Gina T, a.k.a. Grammy to Bubs and Lava Bat.
Yay.
Of course. Holly is here. Ahoy, hoy, Holly. who we'll be seeing in person in a few weeks. I'm so excited.
Mm-hmm.
Hooded One is here. Joel Marbella, John Luttrell, and Vicky. Hey, how's it going? Johnny Cat. Hi, Johnny. Maraid is here too. Maraid, who worked so hard on the slideshow today. Thank you again, Maraid. Minifig Chick, Minifig Nick, Monica Berry, but no Moto because he's at Brick Rodeo right now.
Oh, right. With all kinds of hijinks. I've been seeing TikToks.
Yes. Oh, yes. Peter Hornberger is here. Hey, ahoy, hoy, Hornbergers. Phil Carlton, Rob Zaccardi, and the Zaccardis, Lana, Elena, and Vanessa. Hello. We've got Robin Eklund is here. Spaceman Jonathan, The Brick Orphanage, Wyatt Builds, and
Zarakino.
Kim. Great to see everybody. I think
Hi, everyone.
a few other people like slid in when we were doing that. I see Jeff Kremer is here. Well, my goodness, like so many people. Aquamite TV, Axel Plate. We've got them. Oh, we've got it all going on today in the chat, friends. It's very cool.
Busy Friday.
It is a busy Friday. I'm gonna that down. Okay, so we've done. Oh, you know what? I never put my giant pin on because it's like the size of Cleveland. But I've got.
Well, think of it like a cross between a pin and a corsage.
Totally.
Giant lilies.
Yeah, actually, I texted Moto yesterday, forgetting that he was at Brick Rodeo, and I was like, "Hey, hope you're having a good day, friend. Miss talking to you." And he sent me back a picture that said "right now" on it, and it was him at a table with Ms. Slow Brickta and the brothers from Lego Master Season 2, Mark and Steven, all sitting at a table sharing a meal. And it really made my morning. That was awesome.
Sweet.
Very cool. All right. So why don't we? Oh, and Monica Berry says both Moto and Don were saying, why, yes, this is my first rodeo.
Of course they were.
Rob Zaccardi says, just me today. Lana and Vanessa were in a theater camp this week, and they are currently rehearsing for 2 shows today. That's so exciting.
That's so fun.
Wow,
Awesome.
how cool. Oh, very, very nice. All right. Alexander 23 is here. Hey, how's it going?
You know what kind of parents send their kids to theater camp?
Awesome ones.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay, so if you have been following along the past couple of episodes, been sort of teasing a premiere that we're gonna be having today, and we have an animation by Bubs and Lava Bat, a premiere here, and also Llano, I know you helped out with, and I don't know, I may have had a little something to do with it. So, well, first of all, I would like to share. Hey, Aubrey is here. Hey, Aubrey. Oh, Phil, Dawn and you are on your last day of vacation. Well, I hope that this will help slide you into that last day. Well, any Lego theater building, says Axel Plate, maybe in Friends. Well, we have ours, which you can't really see because it's behind our banner right now.
Behind all that.
But I don't know.
But there is Heart Lake City has a theater, and there's
movie theater.
Yeah, it's a movie theater.
But not a play, not a theater where you put
theater.
plays on. I don't know that they've actually done that yet, although there is a theater room in the Friends high school set that's going to be coming out soon, as we discussed with Joel Baker when he was here with us.
Good job.
Okay, sorry. Back to the what we were talking about. All right, sorry about that. We fall down lots of rabbit holes.
I definitely, as soon as I heard Lana and Vanessa in a theater, I just imagined their sig figs in a Lego theater. So
I know.
mine was there too, for sure.
Well, I got to imagine Bubs is on the edge of their seat.
Yeah, I am.
I can only imagine. Okay, so first of all, we are going to look at a sort of little a video before the video, a preview video, you might say, by Bubs about their build studio, their studio. So let's take a look at that.
Ahoy hoy tricky luggers, and welcome to my studio. Let me give you the tour. This is my computer where I upload my videos. This is my drawer of minifigs for animating. These are my posters and my speckled axe. Ooh. And this is my set. Well, that's my studio. Now on to the featured presentation.
Yay!
Yeah. Oh, you guys are muted. You guys are muted.
Oh, whoops! The coffee sound effects were my favorite.
Yeah.
Very good. So can you give us a little idea about how long maybe it took you to do just that little section?
I think that whole animation probably took me maybe a half an hour.
Okay, that's not too bad.
You get it moving right along.
Yeah, I have very fast fingers.
I know that you mentioned that you were. I know that you mentioned that you were pretty fast, and I have to tell you, when I talked to Llano when we were talking about our portion of it, she told me, "Wow, they really are fast. Like, it's already done." It was so great. So, all right. Well, I think it may be time for the feature presentation. Are we ready for this, everyone? All right. So, any longtime watchers of the show, or any watchers of the show, because it's in the intro, will recognize the character that this is about. And we had to go through many legal proceedings to get this. Get the rights to this character, but we were able to wrangle it, and it was all good. So everybody, let's do the big premiere. And do you want to, Bubs? Do you want to tell us the title before we start it?
Yes, and I feel that Holly and her son will be happy to hear this. The title of this animation is Thunderman: The First Spark.
All right, Thunderman, the first spark. And here we go.
What a day! First I ate all the jelly donuts in the office on accident, then forgot to do my paperwork, then I ate the reorder of jelly donuts, also on accident, and now I have to walk home in the middle of a thunderstorm. Seriously, how can things get any worse? Whoa, where am I?
Hello, Mr. Flynn Richards. I'm Dr. River Blue. I'm glad to see you have regained full consciousness.
Where am I? I'm really adamant about knowing where I am.
You are currently at the hospital.
But why? I feel fine.
Really? Because you were struck by lightning very badly. You're lucky to even be alive, let alone feel fine.
Well, isn't that perfect?
That is beside the point, because you're having some abnormalities.
What kind?
Well, first off, you've been in and out, and when you were conscious, you talked using thunder and weather-themed puns.
Who in the cumulonimbus would think... Oh, wait!
Your blood has also become fully electric, making it impossible for you to be living, but somehow you are.
Okay. But I feel fine, so you can let me...
No. You've been ordered to stay here for up to a year, just so we can have time to figure out how you are living.
Aw, man. Really?
Yes, really. Now, if you will excuse me, I have another patient to check on, so don't go anywhere.
I feel fine, which means I should get to leave. I'll leave while she's gone. Phew, I am glad to be out of that hospital. What?
Sir, we've got something I think you should see. What do you got?
Yay!
That was awesome.
That was great, Bubs. What a fun video.
Oh, and thanks everyone in the chat. Jeff Creamer said, "Really nice effects, great job. Love the ending with Fury."
Yes, yes, and I really loved your the Marvel post credit sequence was very clever.
Thank you.
Yeah, here I'm gonna put some of the awesome. Everybody really enjoying it. That was really fun. Oh my goodness!
Thank you.
I thought the ice cream truck going over on its side with smoke effects was that was a great effect.
Yeah, the cotton I think for the smoke was great, and I really loved the mummy wrappings, like the torso.
That's something I've seen a lot of stop motion animators do for like when a character is like in the hospital and they are like in wrappings and stuff after an injury. So I just kind of took inspiration from that.
It was really fun. Now I noticed there was a couple of really great effects in there, and I was wondering if you could tell us a little bit about the lightning effect.
Yes, so this is actually something really simple, but it's really effective. So me and my mom were trying to, I was telling her how I wanted the lightning bolts to look like. So we cut out cardboard in the shape of lightning bolts.
Mm-hmm.
We wrapped tinfoil around each of them.
Mm-hmm.
And then we stuck pipe cleaners to them so they could be held. And so my mom, when we were doing animating, my mom held in shot, she held the lightning bolt and then would flash a flashlight on it to give the flashing effect.
That was so effective. It looked great.
That was great. And I love it too, because that's like an old school theater trick. Doing the little reflections like that is just it's really clever. So everybody's really enjoying it. And Joel Marbella asks, did you write the script?
Yes, I did. And so I just figured that I wanted to give Thunderman kind of a classic superhero origin story. Like how Hulk got his powers from gamma radiation, and how Captain America got his powers from the super soldier serum and things like that. So I decided to, I thought, why not make him be struck by lightning? Like, that's the perfect origin story for him. And I'm glad to hear Abby the Brick Squirrel says she wants to start doing animation, and I'm glad to hear that.
Oh, you're inspiring people.
Yes, I would love to have some more stop motion animators in Tricky Lug here besides me and Llano. I think that would be awesome.
Totally.
Well, that was super fun and really cool. And I gotta say, we were very honored that Thunderman's real name is Flynn Richards.
Yeah, I just thought that it was the best name. I'm like, what would be a good alter ego name? Flynn Richards.
No,
And I wanted to make him kind of like a Clark Kent looking person.
Right. Well, I gotta say, so I know what was really fun around this was that Llano. Well, I mean, the whole thing was really fun, but for me, one of my favorite parts of it was that Llano and I got to be together in our studio right here actually, and record the voiceovers together on a video, and we had so much fun doing it. It was a great time. So and thank you so much, Bubs, for thinking of us to do the voices. I thought that was really cool.
Yeah, me and Llano were talking, and I'm like, who would be the best person to do the doctor voice? And I thought that Llano would be perfect. So I named the doctor Dr. River Blue.
Well, I
And,
would think
yeah,
in
definitely.
addition to all of the moving of the figures and managing the camera, just the way the sound effects and the script and your direction and your producing of the whole thing, I just think is great. Like it really shows it's very sophisticated the way it all came together. I hope you're really proud of it.
Yeah, that's great. And now, where can now? Of course, anybody can come and check this out on this recording of the show. But is there anywhere else that they can see this, Bubs?
Yes. So I will be posting this or uploading it to my YouTube. I will be doing that later today or tomorrow.
Awesome.
Yes. So I will be doing that. So you guys can watch it there. And I also would really appreciate it if you can to subscribe to my YouTube channel, because I don't have a huge following on my YouTube channel. I have more of a following on my Instagram. But I would just really appreciate it if you could subscribe to my YouTube channel, because I currently only have 20 subscribers. So yeah.
You know what? That's 20 more subscribers than a lot of people have. So you should be proud of that. You should be proud of that. Absolutely. And Minifig Chick just put up the link to your channel there.
Thank you, Minifig Chick. I really appreciate it.
And I will be adding that link to the description of the video after the show is over. So you'll be able to get a link to it there as well.
Nice.
You know, Bubs, one of the things that I've always liked best about Flynn is that he gets excited about a project and he has the ability to really inspire a lot of people to join him on that project.
Yeah.
And he ends up being able to do things that he wouldn't be able to do all by himself. And I think you did the same thing with this.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, thank you.
Absolutely.
Yes. And I really appreciate all the support, and I'm glad you guys enjoyed it. Sally Clark says, ahoy hoy everyone, great animation, Bubs. Matthew is not watching tonight as he has gone out. It will be a surprise to watch later. He's upset he is missing the show tonight. Sally,
Thank you, Sally. We appreciate that.
Yeah.
And please say hi to Matthew for us, because now, Bubs, you and Matthew do an Instagram live show, isn't that right?
Yes, that is right. And actually, what was really fun was we had one yesterday, and we did our very first build stream, building the 1966 Batmobile.
Oh, how fun.
The best Batmobile, am I right?
Yes, it is the best Batmobile.
I absolutely agree.
Bubs and Llano and everyone, I have to go away to work right now, but I just wanted to say how completely fun that is. And I know there's a cool slideshow coming up too.
There is.
Yes,
there is.
Okay, well, have fun. Bye-bye.
Bye, Richard.
Bye, Richard.
All right. I'm going to slide over
the
here.
Sound of the crypt door in a moment.
Oh, yes, of course. I would expect nothing less. And there it is. And
can I just say something real quick?
Of course you can. Of course.
So for everyone in the chat, I just wanted to say, just to kind of give you guys an idea of what's next for stop motion with me. My next thing is I'm going to recreate a Frosted Flakes commercial in stop motion.
That's awesome.
Yes. Then I'm going to do a short horror animation.
Ooh.
I feel like Flynn would be into. Then there will be, definitely don't worry, there is going to be more Thunderman. There's going to be more Thunderman. And since my animation has improved, I'm planning to remake some of my first animations and make them into series, specifically Seaside Mysteries and Squidja.
Very cool. Well, that sounds like you've got a lot going on. Good thing you're a fast animator.
Yes, definitely. Yeah.
All right. So, going back a little bit. Speaking of Crypt Door, I had to go back a little bit for that segue. But speaking of the Crypt Door, it's time for our Friday feature. Everybody, it is time for Thing from the Crypt. All right, another amazing animation by Llano here. Okay, I'm going to put myself on the big screen for right now so I can share this. So I've got a really weird one here. Now, some of you may or may not know, I went to pastry school to be a pastry chef, and I know how to make all kinds of crazy stuff. But I went through this period where I was like collecting vintage cookbooks like all over the place. And I would always, and I tried to make, pick ones that were sort of a little bit unusual. So for today's thing from the Crypt, I pulled out this one, which it's called Rhymed Receipts, and you can see that it's very old. Now, first of all, the way you can tell it's old is because instead of being called recipes, they're called receipts, which is what they were called originally a long time ago. And this book has a copyright of 1912. So this is like an over 100-year-old book, which is kind of crazy. But all of the recipes inside are done in rhyme. And you can see here's the kind of like what the inside of the book looks like, right? Can you believe that? 1912. This is like, I'm surprised you can't hear the creaking of the Crypt when I opened the book. And I'm just going to read you real quick one of these really excellent rhymed recipes. This is for seafoam candy. And I think since it's from 1912, it's appropriate if I put my glasses down on the bottom of my nose to read this. 2 cups full of sugar, light brown of hue, a teacup of water added thereto. Must boil until done, and this is the test. Dropped in cold water a bit may be pressed into soft shapes that will easily budge, less brittle than taffy, harder than fudge. Have ready, stiff whipped, the white of 1 egg, and pour in the syrup, slowly, I beg, all the time stirring with increasing haste, and adding vanilla extract to taste. Then beat a while longer till very light. The mixture proclaims your efforts just right. Drop from your spoon's tip with infinite care on paraffin paper the candy so fair, and with each little snowy glistening heap will look like the foam that crowns the great deep. From sea's children, though, would envy our treat, far better, I'm sure, they'd find it to eat.
Wow. What poetry.
That is hilarious. That is hilarious.
It's so weird. It's such a weird little book. But yeah, just a really fun, and I love like the cat on the cover, like chasing the drip of whatever it is that's coming out of the bowl. Yeah, so what ridiculous. And also too, I wanted to note again, like with the how things have changed in 109 years, receipts. The spelling of syrup in here is SIRUP. And there was a few other sort of funny ones, but there's some really, there's tons of recipes in here. Strawberry scramble, Italian oysters. Oh, celery omelet. Doesn't that sound appetizing?
That sounds so gross.
That sounds really gross. Oh, here we go. Stuffed eggs on anchovy toast.
Ooh.
And there are even there's a place in the back for your own recipes to write in yourself. And there are a few back here already. One that is so classic. We've got, there's a recipe for French dressing. And then there's one called Friendly Salad that starts off with boiling a can of Campbell's tomato soup and 1 tablespoon of Knox gelatin. If that gives you any idea where this is going, that's terrifying. But yeah. Oh, yes. And you add in 1 cup of chopped celery. All right, so there you go. That was our thing from the Crypt for today. Rhymed recipes from 1912.
That is wild.
And it smells like it's, that old as well. That smell that books get. Yes. So anyway, yes, I thought that was a particularly funny one today. I've been looking for a reason to show a cookbook, and that one is pretty hilarious. All right. So, hey, Zonker Harris is here. How's it going? But it looks like it is time for our slideshow. And in an exciting turn of events, Bubs is going to be joining us along with Llano for our look at the slide. So I'm going to get my script out here. Hi, Chris and Jaden and Granny at the Seaside Chalice. How's it going? Ooh. Welcome. Very good. Anna G. Hey, how's it going? Okay, so let me get here. I need to... Okay. Sorry, lots of buttons to press here. Trying to... There we go. All the buttons, all the things. So this week's challenge was a mythology challenge. So the theme was mythology, and it was whatever kind of mythology that you wanted to come up with. So I can't wait to see what these are. Wilfred is here. Bonsoir, Wilfred. Oh, it's so great to see you. Ahoy, hoy, and welcome. You know, I don't know if you've been watching the shows on rerun, but we always make sure to say hello to you wherever you may be. We're so glad that you're here with us today. This is great. And Rob Ketcherside, also good to see you as well. Okay, so let's go ahead and share this here screen thing.
Let's get mythological.
Yes, let's get mythological indeed. All right. So this first one is from Alex23. Alexander23 says, this is called Explorians Discover Lavendaria. The Explorians have stumbled across the ancient civilization of Lavendaria. Roy doesn't think his scanner is going to filter through all that lavender.
Amazing.
Well, I love this now because Explorians is a pretty old Lego theme, right? Like back in the classic space era.
Early 90s.
Yeah, so this was really fun, and I love that you've created a mythology, for an existing Lego theme. I think is really fun.
Yeah, that's fun. And I'll say it for Richard. I see coral.
Oh, I do. I see one little bit of coral there in the wall there, and yes, Richard would have absolutely pointed that out. So thank you for doing that. Oh, and I love that. Zonker says they brought huge 3D glasses with like the red.
Right.
Very nice. All right. What have we got next? This is from Amper Up. And Amper Up says there was an ancient civilization that really liked colors. They built colorful castles and such. Centuries later, we have the Rainbow Ruins.
Nice.
A nice little rainbow mythology there.
Very cool. That both of these first two used like brick-built ruins.
Yes. And then we even have a little scattering of ruins down in the bottom and a nice the arch that's not quite connected on the side. I would be a little concerned about walking under that arch.
And the brick background too.
Yes, we've got a brick background. We've got and you know what I saw, by the way, speaking of bricks. So the brick, the 1x2 brick piece is available in white now.
Ooh.
Yes, very, very excited. Okay, here we go. Oh, and we get a top view too. I like the scattered bricks. Very nice. Awesome. All right, this is from Brickanista.
Of course.
Exploring Irish mythology, the Banshee is a spirit that appears and emits a high-pitched wail when someone is going to die. As I was exploring that mythology, I came across Hecate, the Greek goddess of magic, one of my favorites, personally, who has the ability to communicate between the living and the dead and carries 2 torches in her hands. As a spin-off, a new spirit arises from a cave. It's a panda. It's a banshee. Introducing Panshee, the goddess of Blavender builds.
Oh, that's hilarious.
That's great. Well, I love the the purple or lavender gravestone with the really cool. With the round. Very cool. And I love the and that's actually the Banshee from the video line.
Yes.
Which, by the way, while we're talking about the video line, has anybody seen the horrible rumors yet?
No.
I was looking around the interwebs this morning, and there are a couple places reporting that video is not going to be renewed for a third season, and that it's being increasingly difficult to find even the newer ones that have just come out.
Oh, goodness.
Really?
So there's no confirmation yet from Lego, but yes, the rumors are that video has been canceled, which will be very sad, but then hopefully we can get them on clearance.
Right. Yeah, I have heard it hasn't been selling very well.
Yes. You know something, Flynn? I had predicted that because of the sales of video not being very well, I predicted that they would probably one day become rare. So I picked up the ones that I wanted to get.
Good idea.
Yeah, now that you say that, I'm sure that that video is going to become rare one day.
Right.
Yeah.
We'll have video nostalgia in 20 years.
Yeah.
Right. And so Alexander 23 says, wouldn't shock me since Canada is clearancing the mess out of them. All right, let's go to Canada, everybody. It's time to go to Canada.
Let's back to Canada.
Okay, so back to the build here. It's actually we can see an expanded version of the build. It's beautiful. I love the rock formations. I love the background with the flying ghosts. Really fun. And the moon is a really great little build too.
It is.
Super fun. And I really like the way if you see here that she flattened out those cloud pieces, because a lot of times when you want clouds that have a flat bottom to look and is that a cumulonimbus cloud? Have I learned anything?
A cumulonimbus cloud.
Oh, you don't know, Bubs, how hard it was for me to say that, and I actually managed to do it in one take.
I know.
Really lucky
That's great. That's awesome. Yeah.
Flynn kind of paused and prepared mentally, and then went into it.
Hard word to say, but yeah.
Well, this is a great scene. I love the whole thing. Just really, really nicely done.
Yeah, that whole flat backdrop is really cool.
Yeah, very good.
Lavender rocks. I love the lavender rocks.
Yeah. All right. So this is from Bubs. So why don't you tell us about it, Bubs, since you're here?
All right. So this is a micro scale version of a famous statue that is in West Virginia of a cryptid called Mothman.
Oh.
And a cryptid is pretty much a creature from legend or folklore. Things like the Abominable Snowman or Bigfoot, things like that. And Mothman is a cryptid from West Virginia that is like a hairy man with big wings that kind of looks like a moth. And so it kind of put West Virginia where it was Pleasant Point, West Virginia on the map from all those stories and stuff. And so, so they have a statue there in honor of that. And there's a whole Mothman museum too.
Very cool.
Very cool. And I think you also have a picture, right? A reference photo?
Yes, I do.
There we go. There's the reference photo of
the real statue right there. That's the real statue.
The real statue of the real Mothman.
Yes.
That's pretty awesome.
It looks like an action figure. I want that figure.
I know. I need this. I think it may be time to try to make a minifig version of this. Would be pretty cool. But excellent, Bubs. Nice work.
Yeah, I did make a minifig of Mothman.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, very cool. I look forward to seeing that. All right, let's see here. All right, next up. Oh, I think we know what this is. This is from Darren Siegfried. From Greek mythology, I bring you the story of Daedalus and Icarus. The labyrinth was a maze built by Daedalus, suitable to imprison the mythical monster Minotaur. King Minos imprisoned Daedalus and Icarus in the labyrinth for treachery. To escape, Daedalus managed to create gigantic wings and connected them with wax. He taught Icarus how to fly, but told him to keep away from the sun because the heat would make the wax melt, destroying the wings. From a distance, Poseidon, god of the sea, keeps a watchful eye. This is great.
Nice.
I love this. Yeah, the articulated figure of the Minotaur is great, and I love the design on the floor is beautiful.
That is nice.
Well, and not only is it, a very Greek pattern, but also brings to mind the labyrinth itself, right? With all the little curves. Really, really nice.
I like the use of a cape as like a loincloth too.
Yes, that's cool. And
Very demure.
Is that bull shield from the Minotaur minifig?
The which part?
The bull shield on the wall.
I don't know. I'm not sure what that's from. I'm sure somebody clever in the chat will know exactly what that is.
Sure.
Really, that's really, really nice. And Cowboy Cornado says these mythical builds are unreal.
Yes.
So it's funny. I know that a lot of people don't realize. I mean, a lot of people who aren't like super into mythology don't realize that the Minotaur and the Daedalus and Icarus story are the same story. Like they come from the same thing. They've often, I think, over the years, people just remember one or the other. And I also, this is like a callback to when we did this originally, which, by the way, I looked it up, was just about a year ago.
Oh, wow. Cool.
When we first did this challenge. And I apologize that I can't remember which one it was, but one of the Zaccardi girls did an Icarus figure made from an old Lego figure, the kind that had the big bulb heads. It was a really, really great model. So, and I believe we get another view. Oh
wow.
Yes. Now we get to see the story there on the top.
Cool.
Well, I love the use of the hidden side, like goopy wings to be the melted wings.
So smart.
Great.
So cool.
Holly says the shield is from Castle Sets.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yep. Wow, this is just great. I love it. And I love the additional, like the additional parts on. I love that it's so tall. And I love the sun build is really nice as well.
Totally.
All right. Oh my. I don't know who this is from. I couldn't tell you who this might be from. Anybody want to venture a guess?
Fabby Fan MKE.
Yes. So this is from Fabby Fan MKE, and I gotta say, so he's using the
habitat format.
Thank you. The habitats format. Oh my goodness. See, I'm so glad. I could never.
That's why we're here.
I could never do one of these alone because I'd be just. There'd be like a 10-minute cut of me just going, so, and I believe though that this is a slightly smaller format because the regular format is 8x8, and I believe these are 6x6. So an even smaller format. So this one is called, of course, Fabby Fan MKE, the Fabu Friends cosplaying as the Greek gods. So on top we have Zeus, Hera in her peacock-drawn chariot.
That's amazing.
Love it.
Yeah, I love how it just extends right off.
Yeah, and those peacock builds are perfect. Really, really, really cool. And I'm so glad, Fabby Fan, that you went with the palm leaf tails. I think it's just so perfect. Then we have Poseidon, the walrus. With Poseidon. Aphrodite is the crow, and then we have the Hermes one is really fantastic.
Of course, the little mail carrier.
Yeah, the mail carrier, and I love the way that he did the shoes with the wings on the back.
Yeah,
with those clips on. Then we've got Hephaestus. And then across the bottom, we've got Dionysus, very clever with the grapes. And Hades, with perhaps my favorite part of this entire piece, which is the three-headed dog is so good with the binoculars. I mean,
so cute.
it's perfect. It's perfect. And then we have Demeter and Artemis, and then Demeter on the bottom, and then Artemis at the end. Or Mount. The other name of this is Mount Fablympus.
Oh my goodness.
So we got a couple more close-ups here. I love that cloud in the Zeus one is fantastic. Wow. Wow, really, really excellently done.
Those dogs.
I know.
I know, they're so cute.
Oh, look, and binoculars for the front legs as well.
Clever.
Wow, really, really nicely done. Nice job, Fabufan. All right. Ooh. Now, who could this
like
be?
this.
Who could this be? Judging from the background and the name I see in front of me on the paper.
It's Llano.
Do you want me to read your description, Llano, or do you just want to tell us about it?
I would love for you to read the description, actually.
Okay, sure. The farmer in the centaur. Oh, I see why. The farmer in the centaur of this image is speaking. What kind of ragtag centaurmy is this? That one wearing centaurmor. That one's some kind of centaurcher. There seems to be a pirate centaur. And is that a centauriachi? What in Centaur-nation have I signed up for?
Oh my goodness.
I couldn't stop.
You have to make this into an animation now.
Well, I think that this is centaurific.
Thank you.
I love all of the different. Oh, it's too perfect. It's too perfect. So tell us a little bit about like the different bodies that you used on here, because I'm curious.
Yeah. So this one with the armor was the first one I built, and I like just realized I could put some armor on the back, and was like, oh, that's cool. And then I just couldn't stop. Inspired by the Scubatar, this is the Ace Bat Hound body with Lashina, so it's a little DC mashup centaur. And then this centaur body, the blue one in the middle, is from Trolls.
Right. Okay.
And then I got like a brick built one with just a piece with legs stuck in it. And
right, I see that. That's a great. Oh, what a great piece. And sorry, did you say which one the gray one was?
The gray one is a dog body from Ace the Bat Hound.
Oh, Ace. Okay, I thought maybe it was Crypto. I wasn't sure which one it was. Very cool.
So yeah,
wow.
I had the 3 in front already built, and then this challenge was announced, and so I made a couple more and made a little backdrop for it.
Oh my goodness, friends. You know what? We are late for the pause that refreshes. Oh my goodness, everybody. It is absolutely that time. It is time for the pause that refreshes. That's right, everybody. It is Logan Cookie Time. Here he is, and this is another one that's always hard for me to do by myself, but he's pretty good about it. All right, everybody, here is our first one. You ready? He's so intense. You can see him staring intently. And 2. Oh, very good. I will say this says something about the quality of the builds in this one, because nobody mentioned LCT in the chat. So it's got to be something. And one more. Wow, nice job. Woohoo! Logan Cookie Time. Logan Cookie Time, everybody. And yet another amazing animation by Llano. Oliver,
he's wondering why I woke him up.
I heard the music. I suppose that means I have to get up now.
He woke up about 10 minutes ago.
I have Gizmo here eating a cookie.
Nice.
Oh, nice. Good thing it's not after midnight,
Yes.
or we would get Stripe.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So here we go back. Real quick before we move on from this, Llano, though, what is the background?
So the tissue paper background I decoupaged for the Fab Max animation.
Right. I thought I recognized it.
And then actually the gray rocks I still had built from my Something Bricked This Way Comes animation. So I just
Very good.
threw them all together.
All right. So, oh, wow. Wow. This is superb. This is a whale of a build.
Oh my gosh, that's so cool.
Yeah, this is great. So this is from, moving on to page 2. This is from the Greebling Wizard. I know I'm going to say this wrong, so I'm already apologizing. This says, in Inupiaq mythology, a great spirit was believed to have created the most perfect animal, the bow whale, and it was treated with great respect. For my build, I made a story based on that, where every animal in the ocean, even the squid, has been very kind and respectful to the whale, and in return, it has turned an old shipwreck into a beautiful coral reef for all the sea creatures to enjoy. Wow.
That is awesome.
This is such a great, well, I love I love so much about this, but I love the little, like the word balloon builds with like the little, the little heart on it. So cool.
The use of the sheet is really well done too.
Yeah.
The
I
what
love this whale looking up.
Just
the
backdrop.
Yeah. And of course it makes me think, how could it not, of the Lego Masters episode that we just saw not too long ago, the hanging brick with the squid on it.
Yeah.
But I love the way that squid is sticking off at an angle.
Yeah.
Really, really, really good. Yeah, and the two eyes looking at each other is fantastic. And I love the ship with all of the different kinds of coral on it. So funny. Okay, and this also reminds me of a not so awesome thing that happened to me once. I mean, in a funny way, not so awesome thing. So I may have talked about this before, but I am absolutely like terrified of tentacles. Like I am completely, like, ever since I was young, like I was traumatized by 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. And like squids especially scare me. Now, at the Smithsonian in Washington, D.C., there is actually a gigantic display, like a diorama of the whale with the squid wrapped around it. And it's very, very dark. Well, I went there on a school trip as a kid when I was like really little, or not really little, but younger. And it's very dark and you can't see it. And there was light coming in and I had to walk all the way up to the window. I didn't know what was in it and like do this to look in. God. And saw it and immediately passed out.
Oh.
On the floor of the Smithsonian.
It's okay, Flynn. It's okay, Flynn. I'm afraid of going down IKEA stairs. So
hey, well, that's anybody would be afraid of going down IKEA stairs, especially on the weekend.
Scary, honestly,
yeah.
So we get another great close up, really nice, of the coral reef. I love those clear bubble bits. It's really, really nice. I really love that. And just the ship itself is a really nice build. All right. Oh, get another view. Oh, interesting.
Upside down whale.
Yes, and now that makes more sense how that squid is sticking off the edge, right?
That is so cool.
Smart.
Really nicely done. And iconic. All right. This is from Hooded One. Did this man sell his soul to the devil at the crossroads to become a master guitar player? We may never know. But the myth made him famous, and his music has survived 80 plus years. Robert Johnson is regarded as the king of the Delta blues and the father of modern rock and roll. This is fantastic. What a beautiful mosaic.
Great interpretation of the challenge, too.
Really cool.
Yeah, absolutely. The man, the myth, Robert Johnson.
Exactly.
Which is really nicely done. And there's actually the reference photo is here.
Nice.
Really fantastic. But I do want to go back to this. I just really love the use of the multiple shades of gray in it to give that photographic appearance. Or, black and white photo appearance is great. And I love the texturing on the back wall. Really, really nice.
The framing is really nice too. And it looks like there's some of the new little dots letters with his name in the top right corner.
Oh, you're right. You're right. I didn't see that. Very, very nice. Wow. Gorgeous. And really great music, if you haven't heard it, by the way. And Hooded One says, first try in a monochrome mosaic.
Cool.
Well, you nailed it.
Definitely.
I gotta say. Wow.
Maybe this is how I should use up some of my gray pieces.
There you go. Right. Oh, my mom is here. How's it going? And how funny, because I was just thinking in my head, Mom, that I need to do one like this of Lucy. I need to do like an I Love Lucy black and white mosaic.
Ooh, that'd be cool.
Would be really, well, you know what? My mom's been bugging me to make a Lego something for her for the house. So maybe that might be the thing. I gotta say, inspired by Hooded One. This is wonderful. Very cool. All right.
Hey.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, this is called Modern Mythology Family. A bit of a cheat because this is not a new build. That's okay. Mine's not either. But it is proof that my lazy Lego mock building is not a myth. Inspiration was quite lazy too. Got 2 Centaur CMFs, so I decided to build a baby Centaur to make a modern family. I love it.
That is awesome. I love that.
What this
is Joel, right?
Yes, this is Joel Marbella. Sorry, Joel have studs will travel Marbella.
It's so good. I remembered and loved this image, and I totally thought about doing a baby centaur in my thing, and I didn't get to it. So
it's so great. Well, and I didn't realize that the centaur there was a baby body that came in brown.
The super sewer baby.
Oh right. What am I thinking? I don't know. I'm just gonna go back to bed, and y'all can take over from here. Yeah, this is fantastic. I love it. I love the build, and I love the tree, and of course, I love the message.
Totally,
it's really, really great.
It's the only lesbian centaur representation that I can think of.
Yeah, so
indeed. Awesome. Oh, and real quick, Holly said, I had to pause the slideshow to let Vincent watch the Thunderman animation. He loved it, Bubs, and wanted me to pass on that he thinks you're a great animator.
Oh, thank you, Holly. Tell
That's
Vincent
awesome.
that I really appreciate it, and tell him I say hi.
Well, and I got to say, it was actually really, really appropriate that you showed this today, because it really is the mythology of Thunderman.
Totally.
Right?
Oh my gosh, you're right.
and maybe some Thor vibes.
Yes, and see, we're not even without trying, we managed to make it all work together, right?
Yeah.
Nice. Really nicely done. Great, Joel. Thank you so much for this.
Awesome.
All right. Okay, this is from Judy MT. This is the Baba Yaga. She is an ugly witch or ogress from Slavic folktales that has a house that runs through the woods on chicken legs and is known to fly around in a mortar using a pestle as a rudder. And by the way, if you don't know what a mortar and pestle is, it is like a big sort of stone bowl with and a pestle is sort of like a big, I don't know, like club grinder thing, and you can put spices and herbs and stuff in it too. There's one.
Amazing.
Did you hear it open? Yes, this is a mortar and pestle.
Flynn, Flynn, do you have the force?
Yes, I have the force of Richard, who can hear me from the other room. No, this is a great and really imaginative build. I love this. It's really, really fun. I love the hair, especially.
Yeah, that is nice.
It's really creatively done.
Take care.
Yeah, really. Oh, and you know what? I don't know that that's pink, Bubs. I think that's
coral.
Oh my goodness! Really, really fun build, and I love the choice of the solid yellow backdrop. Mm-hmm. And I don't know if you've ever read the story of Baba Yaga. It's terrifying. Like, she's absolutely terrifying. But I really love this.
The chicken legs are giving kind of a Big Bird vibe too, which I love.
With the stripes?
I immediately knew what it was with the chicken legs.
Yeah, me too. Me too. Really, really nice. And a great use of an obvious proliferation. See, I tried to get fancy. Proliferation of those gray curve pieces, right? A really great use of those. Very cool. All right. Oh, and there's a little close-up of the house.
Nice.
Yeah, you're right, Hooded One. Like many myths and fairy tales, it's not a nice story. It's a really terrifying story.
They have not made a Disney adaptation of this one.
No, I don't think that's going to happen. Although I would watch it, but just saying. All right. And there's another close-up of the lady herself. Oh, and I just noticed the hands with the black nails are really, 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 really creepy. Very cool. All right. This is from Lego Don. Lego Don says, Orpheus descends to the underworld to sing for Hades and persuade him to allow his dead wife Eurydice to return to the land of the living. Hades agrees, but only if Orpheus does not look back at Eurydice until they leave the underworld. Spoiler alert, Orpheus looked back, so Eurydice had to remain in the land of the dead. So this was, they're on vacation. So this was built using only the parts contained in the Ninjago sets we brought with us. It features the trapdoor to the underworld, the throne of Hades, and the twisting pathways up to the gate at the surface. And they say happy anniversary, Don and Phil. Aww. Thank you. Wow. Aww. This, I can't believe. Okay, I got to say how impressed I am that this is made completely just from the sets that you brought with you, and you were able to pull this story off.
Totally.
It's a rebrick.
Yeah, it is a rebrick. You're right, Bubs. You're right. Really, really great. Great color palette, of course. And I believe we have a couple of other shots. This is great. Nice. I love that white guitar. What a cool piece.
I love the white guitar. I think that's from the new video line.
It's really, really cool. And I love the hair on that character. Well, you know, I've often said that Ninjago characters have the best hair. Like they always have the, you know, great, like swooshy, almost anime-esque type hair, which is really great.
It's very true.
The natural setting is so lovely too. It really sets it off.
Well, and I love like the use of the clever use of the orange transparent pieces as like little ramps, and then those doors are really cool. I love Hades. The throne is really great, and I love that he has a mohawk. That makes me really happy. Having sported one back in the day, believe it or not. Or no, wait, or is that Hades up on the up there with the all black with the white hairpiece and the beard? I'm not quite sure which one is Hades, but they're both awesome. But I would tend to say it's probably the black one with the white hair. But really, really, really great. What a great use of parts. Nicely done.
Definitely.
All right. Okay, this is from Lil Scrap. And we are here returning to the myth of Hecate. And Hecate was actually like a triple goddess. So like the three sides, and you can see the three figures here. And she was often shown, yes, with the torches and also with a key and a snake in her other hands. This is such a beautiful build and so clean and a beautiful photograph, frankly. Really, really nicely done. Wow.
Agreed.
Very, very, very cool.
Love that floor.
The floor is beautiful, and I love those arches, the ones that kind of like swoop up on the inside. And if Richard was here, he would know what that kind of arch is called, but I don't remember. Honey, what's the arch called that has the whoop-dee in the middle? This one, this kind.
Well, I always call it, pardon me, I always call it arabesque, but I don't think that's a precise term.
I think whoop-dee is a more precise term.
Yeah, I mean,
I know whoop-dee is.
the one with the compound curve.
Yeah, it's really nice. Awesome. Thank you.
For inaccurate information.
Well, inaccurate information would not be out of character. It's on brand for us, I gotta say. All right. Really, yeah, I love this one. Really fun, and I love the incorporation of the three bodies. It's really excellent.
Totally.
All right.
Very cool.
Ooh, there is a lot going on here.
Yeah, Poseidon.
Yeah, the brick-built Poseidon is great.
I think this is Matthew.
Oh, is this Matthew?
I think so.
Right. It is. This is Matthew. Here's my build for this week. It's the monthly meeting of the Mischievous Mythological Creature Society.
Yes.
They like causing trouble, throwing paint, pies, fire, and tridents. This is really, I love this build. And I gotta say, a few things really stand out to me here. The sideways built pavement with the bricks is really, really excellently done. I love the pies. I love the Wicked Witch is so good. Oh, and I just noticed the wiener dogs. That's really good. Wow, really, really, really fun and nicely done. And I love all the I particularly love all the action in this one. Really, really nice.
Awesome.
Very nice. And oh, nope. Sorry, I went forward too fast. And then oh, and there you go. Things that I'm really pleased on this build are my brick-built Poseidon and my sideways built road. So there you go.
Yeah, awesome.
We noticed those as well, Matthew. Really, really nicely done. Ooh, and I see that he's got that video fairy there on the lower left.
There's a video dragon there too.
Yeah,
Oh,
totally.
right.
Hopefully we can still get the dragon and the fairy.
I need those fairies.
I
There's
know.
so many.
Well,
Yeah.
Wave 2 releases August 1st here, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yes. So just in about a week.
Other
So there
people
you
have
go.
already gotten it, but
Also excited for the Infinity Saga sets.
Oh, that's right. Oh, yeah. Brothor's little living room, which I'm very
Yeah,
excited about.
so excited.
All right. Wow. I am a huge fan of Egyptology. And this is just stunning. This is from Monica Berry.
oh wow. Monica.
This is the ancient Egyptian weighing of the heart ceremony. In the second slide, oh, okay. Well, we will. Let me see. Yes.
Sorry to interrupt. Bricklink calls that an arch 1 by 3 by 2.
Okay. An arch 1 by 3 by 2. I'm sure that's its actual name. I'm surprised it's not called Arch with Whoop-dee. But okay. Anyway, back to the build here. This is the ancient Egyptian weighing of the heart ceremony. You can see in the second slide, you can see the papyrus of Ani, where Ani's heart is on one side of the scales and Mot's feather on the other. In ancient Egypt, people believed the heart was the seat of the person's emotions, intellect, will, and morality. The gods Anubis and Thoth are pictured here, along with the demon Amit. In the full scene, there are a total of 12 gods overseeing the process to ensure it's done fairly.
Wow.
I started with the minifigure and then and then demon Amit, but if I had more time, I'd go back and brick build them. I think this is perfect. I love this.
It's awesome.
I mean, these brick built figures are really excellent. What are your thoughts on this, y'all?
Amazing.
I love it. And my mom also was really into Egyptology too, so yeah, and I also love the monkey on top of the scale.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, the monkey on the scale is great, and I think the treatment of the heart is really cool.
Yeah, that's really cool. And then there's another on the other side.
What was that?
Is there a second slide?
Yeah, that's the actual reference photo.
Wow.
Cool.
Which I'm quite familiar with, and so I knew what it was right away. Really, really great. And yeah, Spaceman Jonathan totally nailed the hieroglyph style. Absolutely.
Yeah, it's really illustrative.
It's really figures. Yeah, really beautiful. Nice, Monica.
Amazing, Monica. Really different.
Yeah, I love that. What Monica is always experimenting and trying new things, and I love it. It's so cool. Okay, this is this piece almost didn't get submitted. This is from Ms. Slow Brickta, but I decided to make sure everyone's creations were elevated by just how awful this turned out. Okay. So this is. Wait, I'm confused. Do I have the right thing here? Do I have the right thing here? Okay, yeah. So this is supposed to be the Roman goddess of love, Venus.
Okay.
The 2 weeks you gave us turned into a contracted 2 days, and hosting a bridal shower for my daughter, packing up mocks, and traveling to a Brit convention thrown in the mix, among other life things.
Right, and still posting daily brick limit every day.
I know, she's out of control. The draping robes were originally planned in a rainbow because love is love is love. The piece inventory didn't work out. Shaping didn't come to fruition. The face was like, what? The pedestal turned out, but I forgot to take a decent picture of it. Okay, Ms. Slowbrick Dawn, I gotta say, I fully admire your dedication to turning something in, even if you weren't completely happy with it. I personally love it. I think that the draping worked out really nicely.
Yeah, I love it. I think it's really cool.
Well, and using the grills for the fabric to give the illusion of the lines, like the wrinkles and the coming down, I think it's really great.
That's really funny.
But the description really made the whole thing. All right. Oh, and there's the pedestal. Very nice.
We get to see nice little feet.
All right. This is from Patrick Wismer. Oh, no.
Oh, I love this.
This is called Loki and Sylvie's Glorious Porpoise. If you watched Loki, you will get this joke. But Loki often talks about his glorious purpose, and this is, I don't want to give anything else away about it, but this is really hilarious. And of course, plays into my whole purpose-porpoise mix-up when I was a child that we talked about before. Really, really great little build. I love this, and a very funny joke.
And there's coral.
There is coral animals. Very nice, Patrick. All right. Wow. This next one is from Rita Carre. Let's see. This is Adam Astor's creation. Oh, this is Adam Astor. Sorry, this was something I'm very confused. Adam Astor's creation was based on Greek mythology and invented by Luís Vaz. I'm going to say this wrong. Luís Vaz de Camões, the greatest Portuguese poet, in his epic poem "The Lusíads" from 1572. Wow. Adamastor is an ocean giant in love with a nymph and infuriated because she does not love him in return. So he frightens sailors nearby the Cape of Storms, known as the Cape of Good Hope in South Africa. He symbolizes the sea dangers and nature's forces ultimately overcome by the Portuguese navigators during the Discovery Age in the quest for a sea route to India. Do not miss the Adamastor statue if you visit Lisbon. The view of the Tagus River is incredible. Well, we're getting lots of education here today.
Cool. That is really
Cool. Well, I love the scale of the making the minifigure giant by doing these like micro ships. And what I got to say, what I love about the ships is that now I know two of them are the same, but they are the three. Oh yeah, so there's two similar and then two different. Really, really great.
Yeah, great little builds.
And the forced perspective with the photograph just makes it even more cool.
Yeah, that out of focus background.
Yeah, because that's not easy to pull off, by the way. I mean, you can do it with some cameras and stuff, but that is not an easy, like you could like portrait mode on some phones. I know works like that, but wow, really, really, really clever build. And historically. Wow, I really am just gonna need to. I think maybe I need this.
There you go. Cheers.
Cheers, friends. All right. Oh, good. We get another angle. Very nice. More look at the boats. I love that brown skeleton leg. Really nice. Really, really.
I wonder where the brown skeleton leg is from, though.
Well, they do make those skeleton legs in different colors that don't actually go on a skeleton because they're used a lot of times. I've seen them used for like fencing. And then you can put a bar in the clip and it makes a really nice sort of decorative fence piece.
Got it.
Oh, we get to see a better look at the background. Wow.
Oh my gosh, that's so cool.
Well, I love all of the green elements used to make the trees. That one that has like the Joker's hair on it.
Yeah.
And the green sombrero on the top.
That's great.
Wow, really, really, really cleverly done. And all those little feathers. Just, wow. Very nice build. Oh my. Oh, I think I might know what this is. This is from Robin Eklund. Rival sisters, Pele, goddess of fire and volcanoes, and Namaka, goddess of the sea and tidal waves. Pele, untouchable, high in Mauna Loa, sends lava to the ocean to meet Namaka, symbolizing a match in strength between the sisters of fire and water. Wow. And by the way, this, if you do not know, this is Hawaiian mythology. And I love this Pele build so much. I love that it's like Pele is expressed as the lava and not as a full figure. And the light brick, of course, makes a really nice touch.
I love how it goes from yellow into orange into red. There's this nice like organic ombre.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Wow. Just lovely. And
the textures.
The textures, yes, the textures are really good. And again, that using the black in the rocks is really nice as well. Wow, very cool.
And nice lighting too.
Yeah.
Oh, and now we get to see the rest of it. Oh, that is so cool.
Oh, that is cool.
And of course, my new favorite cloud piece there as the lava meets the water to create the steam coming off.
So cool.
Really, really beautiful. Wow. Oh, wow. I love that wave. It's really nicely done. And of course, I love anything with lots and lots of transparent pieces in it.
Yes.
Minifig Check says, I want to see this in person. Me too. Very cool.
Very nicely done.
Ooh, I know what this is. This is from Spaceman Jonathan. This is Odysseus and the Cyclops from Greek mythology. After his adventures in Troy, Odysseus came upon an island inhabited by the Cyclops. Odysseus and his men found a cave and slaughtered a sheep and enjoyed a meal. And upon returning from tending his sheep, a Cyclops named Polyphemus discovered the crew. He devoured several men and imprisoned the rest of the crew in a cave. Fearing that they would eventually be eaten, the crew devised an escape, but not before blinding the Cyclops by stabbing it in the eye with a red-hot poker. Well, as you do. This is wonderful. And Spaceman Jonathan notes that they watched our tutorial video on Bricklink Studio, and so learned Studio, and this is a render from Studio. And the Cyclops is my tweak of the giant from the Harry Potter Forbidden Forest.
Yeah.
And then they also used the Tricky Bricks tutorial video on landscaping basics and water, which came in handy too.
Yeah. The water
nicely
flow
done.
is great.
Very awesome.
Yeah, I love the different colors in the water is done really nicely.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, just everything about this is fantastic. Those trees, with the upside down bushes. I love that's a cool thing. I love when people do palm trees. Oh, and that sheep build is nice as well.
Yeah.
Probably because it's impossible to get those new sheep little pieces, and they have a new an actual like official sheep, and they sell out on Bricklink in a hot second. So
Right.
this is
Yeah.
Everyone needs a herd.
Yeah. From the new Mickey Mouse line.
wow, really, really great. And I love the hair on the Cyclops as well.
I'm really impressed with how many things are going on here, how easy it is to take it all in.
Yes. Well, because it's easy to focus on the story, right? Like you can see there's like a sort of a line of progression, because of course the first thing you see is the Cyclops, and then as you look down, because his little arm is pointing with the bone, and you look down and you just kind of follow the story, and then the guy's running away. Really nice. Well done, Spaceman Jonathan.
Nice.
Okay, next up, we've got the Hornburgers. To bring some humor to Julia's 11th grade English class this year, we created a representation of the Sphinx from Greek mythology, who is comprised of the head of a woman and the body of a winged lion. In Oedipus Rex, she sits on the wall of Thebes, posing a riddle to anyone who wants to pass. The correct answer will allow passage, while incorrect attempts result in death. I added that in, sorry. I had to. Wow, I love this, and I love the humor of the minifig head, like perched atop this little body.
It's so cute.
Oh, and look at those wing pieces.
Yeah, I think those are from the Mario line.
Yes, they are. Yeah, they are, absolutely. One of the reasons I want to pick up some of those. Sorry, what were you going to say, Llano?
Just again, the natural setting is so perfect for this.
Yeah, it's well, they always do. The Hornburgers have a history of doing a really great combination of real life and Lego in their photos, and sometimes they integrate them, really, really interestingly. And I think this is a great example of that. Really fun, and I love the brick built body as well.
Yeah,
nice. And ball hinges.
Yes.
Some of my favorite parts. Okay, this is from Wyatt Builds. For my build, I made a castle on the mountain with a battle scene around front involving centaur mythology. I have a castle with lots of hidden details and also a person hiding in the tree, plus so much more. Wow.
I love the little ducks.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. The ducks are great. Hiding out behind the cave to get away from the centaur fight. Really fun. And I love I'm so glad that we have those centaur bodies in a couple colors now. I hope that we get another one soon. Like another color, like a white one would be really great. I'd love, and a black one. I'd love to see both of those. But really, really, really fun. And I love that little castle build too. I like that that printed piece up at the top with like the vines on it.
That is nice.
I actually am a big fan of those window pieces, those printed windows. Like I have a bunch of them. I haven't used them for anything, but I'm completely obsessed with them. Like I just got a new one as well the other day that's like yellow with shutters and stuff on it. It's really cool. Nice.
They often come in juniors sets.
Oh, got it.
Oh, nice. The castle.
Yeah, the castle's great, and we can see that centaurs like pizza. As well they should.
There's a little crab talking to a rat down there.
There's a pink crab.
Very nice. Oh, and I love like the skeleton peeking out the window. Oh, and I just noticed the big the snake Nagini on the top with the like on a clip. Makes a really great like smoke coming out. Very cool. Oh, and another angle. Oh yeah, we've got some burps and lerps in there. Some nice sideways building. Very good. All right.
Oh,
so cute. Anybody want to venture a guess on who this one is from? This is Lana Zaccardi. It's no surprise that Lana still found a way to incorporate babies into a mythology build. Her idea was to have babies riding unicorns.
Of course.
Nicely done. Well, there are several things that I really love about this build. Well, I love the babies, of course, and you use the Bowie baby, which is my personal favorite of all of the babies.
Oh my gosh, my mom calls it the Bowie baby too.
Well, it definitely is. And because whoever designed that, like, clearly loves Bowie. Yeah. So, and I love the scale of it.
Yeah.
Like, once again, we're getting, minifigs, and this is even like going beyond minifigs to like, babies, which are even smaller than minifigs. And we still get the idea that they're high up in the air because we have those micro buildings there on the bottom. Just really, I really, really love that. Nicely done, Lana. And I love the
so many details too.
Yeah, lots of details, and I love the sort of the brick built version of Prince Puppycorn with the eyeballs,
Yeah.
the googly eyes. So good. Ooh, all right. This is from Rob Zaccardi. Rob did 2 builds. The first was Anubis, the Egyptian god of death. And you know what's funny is, I have a version of this statue on the right. It's in our bedroom. And I see it every day. Wow. And Anubis is one of my favorite of the Egyptian pantheon. Just really, really cool. I love the look. I love the brick built body.
I like so the greebling on all of the build.
Yeah, really nice greebling. And I gotta say, my favorite part of this, or I feel like the cleverest use of parts in this, is his neck piece made out of those Technic lift arm pieces.
That's really cool.
Attached to, I think, like a plate, but wow. Really, really great.
I love articulated. The Ankh too is clever.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Really, really good. Clever Ankh. And all Lego parts. Oh, and the staff is great too with the head on it. Yeah, Rob says it's tough to photograph because of the black pieces. Absolutely. That is one of those ones where you have to just get the right angle with like the lights. Photographing stuff that's all black is extremely difficult, and you did a great job here. Very nice. All right, and then the next one, some of my favorite,
so cool.
Some of my favorite pieces in this. This one, the second, is the partial ruins of an Egyptian pyramid. Rob built these before the Adventurers show last Wednesday, but it worked out to be a great coincidence. I gotta say that it is very hard to make tan look interesting, and you've done it.
Yes.
And I love those printed pieces, the Adventurers pieces.
Oh, yes.
And just the little pops of color. And then, of course, what brings the whole thing together is we have this gray and dark blue minifig with the gold staff that just pops. Like your eye immediately goes to that. And it's another one of those ones, Llano, like we were talking about before, that just tells the story like immediately when you look at it. Really nicely done.
Great job.
And I think the stud texture really sells the like ruined, weathered stones too.
Yes. And I was actually gonna say that ruins are sometimes hard to pull off, where it doesn't just look like a jumble. And Rob's done such a great job here. It's like it's a very thoughtful ruins. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Really, really great. Oh, and Rob says I purposely photographed this by the window to get the shade, like a sunsetting effect.
Nice.
Hey man, using nature for your special effects, I 100% approve. Really great. All right, this is from Vanessa. Vanessa did a bunny swimming pool for the Rainbow Challenge a few weeks back, but this week it's mermaid swimming lessons for the bunny. You probably didn't know that part of Ariel's mythology is that she teaches swimming lessons to rabbits. That is a thing. It's canon now. Just saying.
Yeah,
I'm calling Disney right now.
That's the original fairy tale, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Perfect.
Well, and I really love the window with the I'm assuming parents like sitting outside like, watching the lesson. And the little flippers are really great too. Like the little flipper feet are very funny. And I love that they too, if you look at all the little bunny figures have like a little decoration on them.
Yeah.
We've got that seashell tile that we saw on builds a couple of, I'm trying to remember whose builds we saw those on that I loved so much, but I love that. We got the little rainbow tile, the emoji, and that little sort of scaled quarter round tile. Very cool. And yes, once again, coral. This is awesome, Vanessa. Very nice. We have one more, and it's mine. Now, this one, I kind of had to go the Joel Marbella route, and I'm submitting something that I built a while back because I can't even tell you how crazy life has been around here. I am no Ms. Slowbrickta. I am not as prolific as that. So. Let me see. Oh yes, Monica, you're right. It was you and Kevinator's Micro City that had those little shells on it. That's exactly right. All right, so this is one that I did a while back and posted up on the Instagram. But as you know, the Medusa minifigure is my absolute favorite. It's my favorite of all the minifigs. And I'm also completely obsessed with the movie, oh my goodness, Clash of the Titans.
I knew it was Clash of the Titans.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it was. And there's things like the broken in half statue is like directly from there, and I used some really fun pieces in this one. So the helmets on the broken statues are the Uruk-hai from Lord of the Rings. I probably said that wrong, but whatever. And then if you look behind Medusa up there, I used an upside down Snake Warrior helmet as a brazier for the fire.
Nice.
It was I really had fun building this, and I did this one in a day, I believe, when I built it.
Wow.
And then I really, really wanted a way to have the I didn't just want it to be flat. I wanted to make that base. And I came up with this idea of like an a Greek frieze with all the little micro figures around the sides, and they do go all the way around. By the way, I did them all the way around the sides. But yeah, I really enjoyed making this. I need to do a sort of expanded one of this. And thank you to everybody in the chat for the compliments. I appreciate that. Well, that wraps up another amazing build challenge. And really fantastic job, everybody, on your builds this week. And every week, I'm always just incredibly impressed by everything that y'all are able to come up with. So, speaking of, we have, of course, that means we're about to assign another 2-week challenge build. And we haven't done one of these in a while, but I thought that this would be fun to return to, especially because I know there's actually a bunch of things coming up. A lot of in-person events are coming up, like Lego events. There's also, other things happening. It's like summer and people are doing lots of stuff. And of course, as we've discussed before, you can't turn around without a challenge. Like there are Lego challenges all over the place. And I know a lot of you are building for multiple challenges. And, I actually love the gymnastics that people do to get their builds to like suit multiple themes. I love it. It's so fantastic. But what I decided to do to make this a little bit easier and also a little bit more difficult for everybody is we are going to do a 2-week free build.
Awesome.
No theme, no size requirement, no anything. It is a free build. We want to see your best free build. What can you make that's outside of a theme? And I also thought this would be good for anybody who may be going to in-person conventions and have a build that might not particularly fit into a theme, but they want to share. I thought that would be a really fun way to do this. Nice. So there you go, 2-week free build. And I really can't wait to see what you all are going to come with, because the last time we did this, there were some epic builds. I mean, just mind-blowing builds. And it's been a little while since we've done one. So 2-week free build. There's your theme song. That will not go on any charts, I promise you. Whoa, hi there. I just had to lower my chair. So everybody, just wanted to remind you all that there is no show this Sunday. Normally we would have been doing a recap of the Lego Masters episode that just showed. But unfortunately we have some construction on our house is happening. Our landlord scheduled some, which almost happened today. Oh my goodness. But it is happening Sunday, and we will not be doing a show. I know there are also like people at Brick Rodeo. Like I know Moto is out at Brick Rodeo right now, Ms. Slow Brickta, a few other people. So we will be no show this Sunday. However, next Wednesday, we are going to have Richard from Lego Masters Season 2, because the other Richard is, we will not be seeing him next week because he's got work all week. So I'm going to be having guest hosts. And so I thought I'd just bring another Richard in to come and help me out. So we are going to, if you get a chance before next Wednesday's show, please do try to watch the episode, because we will definitely be talking about this episode that just passed, which was the Demolition Derby episode, and was such a fun episode. Really, really, really cool. And Richard will have a lot to talk about. And also, Richard works with me over at Brothers Brick, writing articles, and is just a fantastic builder, a very great, amazing, socially conscious builder. And he and Dave Coletta, his partner on the show, have been turning out some really incredible builds that always have a message, and a really good message. I feel like those messages are always very pointed and really well done. So looking forward to having Richard on the show, and we will eventually be having Richard and Dave on together. They were actually scheduled for this Sunday, but since that didn't work out, and then Richard is on his way to Brick Fair, Virginia, which is next week. So yeah, Pete's going to going all over the place. Yeah, absolutely. We are going to have a great time with these 2-week builds, and I think this will give Richard and I an opportunity to do something that we've been wanting to do for a while. We've been talking about wanting to do a medium size build together again, because we haven't had a whole lot of time with work and all sorts of things going down. So thank you, everybody, for coming and joining us today. Thank you so much, Llano, for coming on and doing the slideshow with us. And thank you, Bubs, for coming on.
Of course.
Really appreciate you coming on and doing your and showing your animation. I'm so glad we got to premiere the story of Thunderman, and we look forward to the continuing adventures.
Yes. Yeah. Thank you, everyone here, for watching it, and thank you for letting me be on here.
Of course.
And I feel it's kind of cool that I'm the first T-Full that is a guest on here.
I know you've just opened a door, Bubs. So hopefully we'll be able to have some others on as well. And also too, thanks to your mom for all of her help in helping organize today, and also what a great job she does and how supportive she is of you and your work. I think that's just wonderful.
Yeah, my mom, she's awesome. In fact, she's sitting right next to me. I know you can't see it, but she's sitting right next to me right now.
Awesome. Well, we're so glad that you were both able to join us today and come and hang out. So everybody, thank you so much again. No show on Sunday. We will be back on Wednesday with Richard from Lego Masters Season 2 coming and hanging out, talking about the last episode that we saw. Oh, and just a reminder for all of you, by the way, Lego Masters is now off again for 2 weeks this time for the Olympics. So there's not going to be another one for quite a while. But the next one, I have to say, looks pretty interesting. I'm not going to go too much into it. But I will also say you may see something from me in sort of relationship to that episode coming up soon as well. So excited about that. All right, everybody, until next time, don't forget to stay safe, stay healthy, wash your hands, wear your mask when and where you still need to, get that vaccine as soon as you can, and we will see you next time.
Bye,
everyone.
Bye.